used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared out in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are
¿Quieres perder o qué?
Pues ganaron el partido, vamos.
Vámonos. No, al 13 sí se fue para atrás. El 13 no lo canceló, sí va a venir. Ya se fue para atrás. Que van a salir todos. Ahorita van a salir, pero el suplente. Sí, pues, pero el 13 no está ahí. Se metió. No, se metió para allá. Para el vestidor. Ahorita va a salir con ellos. Ahí nomás están los que no van a jugar. O sea, van a suplir a alguien, pues, pero sí va a meter al 13.
And now the starting lineup for Fort Lauderdale United. Number 1, Nigel Eco Van Haveren. Number 2, Joaquin Batina. Number 4, Idrissa Mane. Number 5, Logan Hall. Number 6, Batiste Lefevre. Number 10, Andres Varro. Number 8, Diego Valle. Number 11, Michael Apia. Number 12, Ivan Arenas. Number 23, Ethan Shoemaker. Number 24, Johan Aravelo. And Fort Lauderdale's head coach, Mark Lou Young. And now the starting lineup for your two-time South Florida Division champion, Sarasota Paradise. Number 8, Christopher Ferrari. Number 12, Blvd Rojas. Number 13, Andrew Holenbach. Number 15, Christian Leon. Number 17, Nathan Lamb. Number 20, Owen Barnett. Number 24, Lucas Conrad. Number 28, Jack Pilstrom. Number 32, Robert Curlew. Number 33, Angel Molestes. And number 35, Andres Strayer. And your team administrator, Lil May Stewart. Assistant coaches, Blvd, Jamie Hutchinson, and Mark McPhee. And your head coach, Mirko Duffin. Now fans, please stand for the singing of our national anthem by Lyle and Shem.
Oh, la bandera está acá. Yo pensaba que estaba allá enfrente.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose brush strikes and
It is the South Conference semifinals tonight here at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Tonight, two teams that have already met twice will meet for the final time for a spot in the Final Eight. My name's Addison Resco. So glad to have you alongside with us here for the South Conference semifinals. Again, these are two teams that are very familiar with one another. They met twice in the regular season, once in Fort Lauderdale, once here in Lakewood Ranch. It was the Paradise who won both of those matches. They won by a score of 2-1 on June 4th and 3-0 on June 18th. But that game on June 18th brings us a little something different. There's a lot of changes to the starting lineup. First, we will go to the Sarasota Paradise's starting lineup, led by the attacker in a 4-2-3-1. It's Andres Ferreira with 11 goals on the season, leading the front. And the player to watch, as you see the PTW on each of these lineups, that is a player to watch, and it is Jack Killstrom. Jack Killstrom in the round of 32 for Sporting Jacksonville was amazing. Multiple diving saves. It was a game that Sporting Jacksonville thoroughly dominated for the majority of the game, but Jack Killstrom saved the day. Another clean sheet as the Paradise went another game at home without allowing a goal. Now we switch over to Fort Lauderdale starting 11, and it is highlighted by two key guys that are now back in the lineup after receiving a red card in the final game of the regular season. Jakeem Patina and Adrisa Main, and Adrisa Main is your player to watch. He is one of the stars on this defensive side for Fort Lauderdale. He started in 12 games, all 12 games during the regular season. He was missed mightily in that game against Laredo, where Fort Lauderdale, although they won 2-1, they were up 2 men and had to go to extra time. They need the back line to be stout against this strong Sarasota side at home. It is the conference semifinals in the South. It is the Paradise, and it is Fort Lauderdale United. Moments away from kickoff, a 30-minute delay due to heat. If you watched the doubleheader, you knew how much of a fact that the Heat played in Fort Lauderdale's opening match. Players dying of exhaustion. They were tired. Players throwing up. It had it all. They had to take multiple breaks in the game. There were 2 water breaks per half. Now they are taking it a lot more seriously, and even though it was not as hot as it was during that first game of the doubleheader, they held the game off by 30 minutes, let the sun die down here in Lakewood Ranch, as a large part of South Florida under a very severe heat advisory right now. But ready for kickoff are these two teams. Also in the starting 11 for the Paradise, it is a new, fresh look. Someone who has not seen a lot of time this season with the Paradise, it's Christopher Solari. It's his 3rd year with the Paradise. He's played in the Open Cup team as well, but he has been limited in his time with the team this season. However, with guys like Thomas Shiro and guys like Elias Kodri, who played a large portion of that game just 2 days ago, rest is a huge factor in such a pivotal round of 16 game. So it'll be Chris Solari in the right wing, and it will be Angel Velasquez getting his first start of the season in the left wing. And a lineup change for Fort Lauderdale United. Logan Hall was playing in the right back position due to those key guys in the back line that Fort Lauderdale was missing due to the red cards in the game against St. Petersburg to close out their regular season. Logan Hall moves from right back to the right wing. He actually was able to play a lot of attack, even though he was in that right back position in the win against Laredo, had a couple of goal-scoring opportunities, and now he'll have a lot more in that right wing spot. This is a Fort Lauderdale side that is so hungry for this win over Sarasota. They come into this game with 9 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Both losses to the Sarasota Paradise. They are the only team that they have played that they have not been able to take points from. It is hard to beat a team 3 times, and the Paradise will be looking to do that in front of their home crowd and win their second ever playoff game. It'll be Andres Ferrere to get us going here in Lakewood Ranch.
Fans, let's get ready and let's get loud for the kickoff. And Paradise!
Another good crowd here at the Premier Sports Campus as they cheer on their team trying to win their second playoff game. Fort Lauderdale United looking to finally get over the hump that they have not been able to get over all season long. High-stakes showdown. It's a round of 16 in the South Conference. Underway in Paradise. Paradise in their 2-0 win over Sporting Jacksonville on Friday night really struggled in the first half. It was a game that they won 2-0, and when you look at that, you think that they had things under control, but for the first 40 minutes of that game, it was all Sporting Jacksonville in control, and then it was a 44th minute goal from Elias Codry, which really helped turn the momentum around going into the halftime break. Once again, Jacksonville continued to press in the second half. Shots off the post. Wonderful saves by Jack Killstrom. They just did not have enough. Here is Logan Hall with his first touch of the game. Into the middle to Andres Morale. Morale scored the opening goal in that game against the Laredo Heat. Oh, and a nice move and an early opportunity. And a minute into this game, it is Fort Lauderdale United with the 1-0 lead, courtesy of Logan Hall. We just touched on the slow starts from Sarasota, and here it is again. Fort Lauderdale United right out of the gates with an opening goal. Logan Hall, who once again was in the right back position. We talked about he got a lot of opportunities to showcase it. Wasn't able to find the back of the net. First shot of the game, and it goes in for Hall. The Paradise have to regroup now. That is the first goal that the Paradise have conceded at home since May 17th. It was a 34th minute goal from Alejandro Zuniga. And Fort Lauderdale United wasted no time. Fort Lauderdale United missing one of their star players tonight in Zambrano. Carlos Zambrano out doing. And it's going to be a corner kick. A poor pass from Camrath, who was trying to get it back to Killstrom. And Fort Lauderdale United with pressure early, and it feels like a repeat of Friday night's opening half. The difference this time is a goal was scored.
Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise!
Andres Morale walks over to take the corner kick. Rocking Carlos Zambrano's number 10 jersey for this game. Normally wears number 7. And here he is. That's a wonderful pass. And it gets by Killstrom. Appia goes for goal, and it deflects into the hands of Jack Killstrom. You can see the frustration on Killstrom's face. A normally stout back four has had a rough 4 minutes. Here is Nathan Lamb. First start with the Paradise. Came in for the final regular season game against Miami. Was a goal scorer in that game. Scored the final goal to capitalize the 3-0 win for the Paradise. Seen some action off the bench, but being put in a key spot here. It's another foul. Free kick for Fort Lauderdale. Paradise have to try and slow this game down. Fort Lauderdale running fast at the moment. You even saw there they go quick on the free kick. Bettina not able to get there in time. This isn't a Paradise offense that is super explosive. They had that one game with 16 goals, but it's not an offense that will put up fireworks on you. They're disciplined and they can score. But they are a defensive-minded team who is down 1-0 early. Here's Andrew Hullenbach. Barnett. Here is Christian Leon in the midfield. Rojas pressed by Hall, and it is deflected away. And Aravello will get it back to Hall. Here is Logan Hall. Can he get himself a brace early? And a nice slide tackle right there from Andrew Hullenbach. Andrew Hullenbach has been the replacement for Enzo Pinozo since he went off to SMU. And he came up big in that game against Sporting Jacksonville. We talked about all of Sporting Jacksonville's opportunities that they had in that game. Andrew Hullenbach found himself getting in the way of a lot of those opportunities. Was able to help the Paradise get a clean sheet. Barnett trying to navigate through traffic, and it gets taken away, and another foul on the Paradise. Fort Lauderdale set up once again. This is a Fort Lauderdale side that was up 2 men for 20 minutes of the final second half of the game versus Loretto. They were up a man from the 10th minute on, and that game still went to extra time. They were not sharp, but they got the job done. They look a lot better tonight, trying to take an early 2-0 lead. Burlew sends it away, but it falls on the foot of Michael Appia, who will send that one well out of play. Michael Appia, so dangerous over there on the left wing. So much speed. Can blow by a defense in an instant. Hasn't scored a goal against the Paradise with Fort Lauderdale, but in the season opener of the 2024 USL2 season, back when Appia played with Miami AC, he scored the first goal of that game. Very familiar with this Paradise squad throughout the years. Here's Hall dancing through traffic, and now win a corner. Logan Hall has played exceptional through the first 9. Second corner kick of the game for Fort Lauderdale, who has dictated the game early. Hall gets ahead on it. Appia lets it go out for a throw, and Fort Lauderdale will set up here. And the referee talking to the captain, Matthias Lefebvre, telling his team to hurry up. Here is the captain from Paris, France. Played into the middle. Camera sends it away for the time being. Rojas cannot get there in time. It is a throw for Fort Lauderdale. th minute of action here at the Premier Sports Campus. If you are just joining us, it was Logan Hall with the goal in the 2nd minute of this game. The first shot of the game found the back of the net. Fort Lauderdale has been on fire. Here is Adrisa Mane. Arenas. Andres Morale. Press high by Christian Leon. Matthias Lefebvre. That is a wonderful ball. Patina could not get it back into the middle. Camrath will send it for Chris Solari, and he is not able to keep it in play. These wingers for Fort Lauderdale are explosive on the ends. They have bursted through to create a flurry of opportunities. Mane with a ton of space on the near side. They don't get it there. Johan Aravello. Morale. Back to Von Haveren. One of the top goalkeepers in the USL2 League. They'll play from the back, and it sets up Johan Aravello. Not even close from Aravello. It's been a great season for Nigel Von Haveren, and the start of his season was one of the most impressive in the USL2. It won him Goalie of the Month awards for the USL2 in May. In the first 5 games of the season, he did not allow a goal. It wasn't until Andres Ferreira in the 83rd minute of the 6th game of the season was finally able to slot one past him. Andres Ferreira scored in the 83rd minute and the 89th minute, and that's how the Paradise were able to get their first win over Fort Lauderdale United in dramatic fashion on the road.
All right, fans, let's get it going here. Let's go, Paradise! 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 Let's go, Paradise!
Leon under some pressure, they'll play advantage. Velasquez. Andres Ferreira trying to back heel. Just looking for Roberto Burlu, but nowhere to be found. Logan Hall once again up the far side. Shifty move to get around and sets up Andres Morale. Couple deflections in the box. Still loose. And it will be a foul on Fort Lauderdale. Diego Velas cannot believe it. It's a great give and go right there from Velas and Andres Morale. You saw Morale give it to Velas, and then Morale's right there, but a nice job by the back line of the Paradise to deny that opportunity. Here is Christian Leon to Owen Barnett, who has been so key in the final weeks of the season for the Paradise. He has scored 6 goals in the final 6 games. Here he is again. Burlew, Ferrere. Paradise attempting to create a chance for the first time tonight. It took them a while against Sporting Jacksonville. This is a team that, especially at the beginning of the season, loved to play from behind. Multiple comeback wins this season. Even a game against St. Petersburg on May 17th where it was a Lucas Camrath 89th minute goal that tied it up. That proved to be a very crucial point in the race for the South Florida division, which for so long at the beginning of the season looked like it was Fort Lauderdale's to win. Then it looked like it was St. Petersburg's to win. And then the Paradise closed it out at the beginning of the season, but there's so much at stake for Fort Lauderdale. They took away the South Florida division title from them, trying to get their revenge tonight. Lefebvre could not squeeze it in there to Patina. And here comes Chris Solari. Solari harassed by many members of Fort Lauderdale, and he will win a foul.
All right, fans, let's get it going again. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise.
Chris Solari not have had a lot of action this year for the Paradise. He's been a 3-year member, played in the U.S. Open Cup game back in March, but this season, he's been nowhere in the lineups. And now inserted into the starting 11 for the biggest game of the season, a spot in the conference finals. No problem for Haverin. Playing it long to Michael Appia. But Roberto Burlew there. Miscommunication. And it looks like we will take our water break now at about the 18th minute. The humidity here will call for many water breaks tonight. It is a second-minute goal from Logan Hall to open the scoring here in the South Conference semifinals. It's Fort Lauderdale 1, Paradise nothing.
Every fan in attendance will win a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. Team members at any participating Sarasota Blvd Chick-fil-A location. That's right. Paradise scores 2 goals or more. Everyone goes home with a free sandwich card. After the final whistle, look for Chick-fil-A team members at the exits to claim your card. Let's get loud and cheer Paradise on. Goals, goals, and more goals. Because Paradise scoring means free Chick-fil-A for everyone.
It is a throw for Fort Lauderdale United as we are back from the water break here in the 20th minute. Sarasota ends up with possession. Velasquez and Appia battling. Lamb to the far side. Trying to get it in there to Andres Ferrere. And it is a foul on Logan Hall. And they're going to give him a yellow card. He is down in some pain, but a clear foul. Velasquez trying to chip it over to Owen Barnett, but it will go out for a throw. The Paradise putting some pressure on here for the first time tonight. Aravello putting some pressure on Cam Rath before he gets it away. And a poor pass from Hollenbach. Able to win possession back though. Fort Lauderdale pressing high and pressing effectively. We talked about the success of Nigel Von Haveren. He has been one of the top goalkeepers, not only in the USL2, but also at Florida International University, where he won 3 American Athletic Goalie of the Week awards. And the only goal he let past him against Laredo was one of the most incredible bicycle kicks that USL2 has probably seen. And taken down is Hollenbach. Michael Appia got tripped up there. No card shown. Hollenbach. Roberto Perlo, a poor pass. You can see the press right there from Appia. And he's going to win him possession back. Andres Morale now controls. Velas back to midfield to Ethan Shoemaker, making his second start for Fort Lauderdale United. His first start came in that round of 32 playoff match versus Laredo. Roja is able to time that run perfectly. And the foul. Look at Joaquin Batina. See the impact that Logan Hall has made tonight. They are feeding him it on the right wing. Yes, the one lone goal of this game as we enter the 25th minute. This press right here from Aravello, Morale, and Appia has given the Paradise fits just to get it across midfield. Camerath sends it long. Lefebvre, that's a nice spin on Nathan Lamb. And a foul. And the captain, Matisse Lefebvre, in some pain there. Fort Lauderdale wanted a yellow, no card shown at the moment. It is actually Andres Morale who is down. So a free kick here for Fort Lauderdale. Appia somehow sticks with it. Fort Lauderdale just seems to always end up with possession. Patina. It's a nice play by Ethan Shoemaker, stopping any attempted counterattack by Andres Ferrere had that gotten past him. Mane just too strong on the pass to Appia. You can hear the expression on his face as he missed the mark on that pass.
Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise! Let's go, Paradise!
Lamb's pass gets taken away. That should be a Paradise throw, and it is. This Fort Lauderdale side is not easy to score against. The one game where the Paradise were able to beat Fort Lauderdale 3-0 at home, it was the only game that Nigel Van Haveren has not started. It's the most goals that Fort Lauderdale has allowed this season. That was back on June 18th when Michael Stone was in goal. Here's Andres Ferrere. And it's a clean challenge. A good chance there for the Paradise, but back line from Fort Lauderdale holds strong. Paradise looks stagnant. Trying to find an opening. They have not yet. Camera out to the middle. It's Nathan Lamb. Barnett to Solari. Ferrere. Velasquez, a nice move to get around Arenas. Christian Leon wanted Roberto Burlu to continue that run. Not on the same page, no problem for Haveren. It's a poor pass from Shoemaker. Fort Lauderdale able to stay with it though. And it's going to be a foul on Owen Barnett. Home crowd cannot believe it. Another solid crowd here at the Premier Sports Campus, a side that might be playing in its final home game until they make their professional debut against, or not against anybody, but against USL 1 competition. They'll start in March of 2026. Again, they could be granted another playoff bid to host if they can come away with the win, but they have work to do, as here is Velasquez. Oh, a nice move on Appia. And it's going to be a foul on Velasquez, and this home crowd cannot believe it. It was a nice initial move by Velasquez to get around Appia. But you see Ethan Shoemaker coming in from that right side, slides down and makes the play. Burlew will send it back to Killstrom. The beginning of this game was filled with press from Fort Lauderdale, but they haven't had a lot of chances since the first 10 of this game. Paradise have slowed this game down. They haven't been able to create a lot of opportunities of their own, but they're starting to knock on the door, as here's Velasquez with Mane pressing hard. Velasquez, another nice move. Forced to retreat to Nathan Lamb. Chris Solari. And the teams will be sent to the side once again. We will have our second water break of the game. Fort Lauderdale still remains up 1-0 here in the South Conference semifinals. Welcome back on in to the Premier Sports Campus here. You are watching the USL 2 South Conference round of 16. Fort Lauderdale United opened the scoring just over a minute into the game in the second minute of play. It was a Logan Hall goal, which is the lone tally so far in this game. Trying to get it back to Logan Hall, and he's just got so much speed, creates opportunities out of nothing, and that's a really nice play by Andrew Hollenbach to stop Andres Morale from getting that ball. Was right on target for him, but he sticks out that right foot to stop it. And you'll see this often with Von Haveren. We saw it all game against Laredo, how he likes to play well out of the box. Laredo took a couple chances against him, trying to find a crazy goal. They were not able to, as Camreth sends it high into the sky. And a bad challenge by Owen Barnett, and it will be a yellow card. So Owen Barnett goes into the book. And another free kick here for Fort Lauderdale. Once again, it is Andres Morale who is down on the pitch. He has been banged up tonight. Fort Lauderdale has won the majority of these foul calls. They have been very successful at putting themselves in position to be awarded. Chips it in, was trying to find the head of Adrisa Mane. His impact has been felt as he is back from the one-game suspension. That is a wonderful slide tackle right there from Diego Velas.
All right, fans, let's get it going here. Let's make some noise. Let's go, Paradise.
They'll play far side, but Bettina there to send it away.
Paradise. Let's go, Paradise.
It took the Paradise some time in that game on June 18th here against Fort Lauderdale to find the opener. It was a goal off of a corner kick from Lucas Camrath. Ferrere. Is that run onside from Angel Velasquez? It is. Makes a spin, sends it in. And it will be a foul on the Paradise, and this crowd can't believe it, and neither can the fans and the players, and it'll be a yellow card for Chris Solari. Too much of a reaction from Solari after the challenge. He'll go into the book with a yellow. He'll join Owen Barnett. And a member of Fort Lauderdale is still on the ground here. The trainer's over to look at him now. Looked like it was Joaquin Bettina, as he will go and walk it off. A frustrating first half for the Paradise, still trying to find the answer. It is tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. A motivated Fort Lauderdale squad, after just barely scratching into the playoffs, they actually needed help from Sarasota back on July 2nd when Sarasota played St. Petersburg. Had Sarasota lost that game and St. Petersburg had won, then Fort Lauderdale would be sitting at home right now, and it very well could be St. Pete or Laredo playing right now. That's a wonderful slide tackle right there from Roberto Burlew. One of the best mid-season additions in all of USL2. He has been stout in that right back position. It's a goal kick here. Happy and Arenas claiming it was a deflection off of Burlew. Camrath going long to Andres Ferrere. Can Ferrere get there? No, he cannot. It is sent away by Ethan Shoemaker. So a good opportunity for the Sarasota Paradise to try and draw level here. Late in half number 1. And it goes out, a poor pass right there from Velasquez. And Sarasota squanders a really good opportunity. Can Barnett get there? Solari will. Good pressure from Logan Hall and Patina. And that's a clear foul. Fort Lauderdale wins yet another free kick. You can see the Paradise are playing with a sense of extra aggression. You can kind of feel the pressure maybe starting to mount up a little bit. One more foul to the book on the Paradise. They just cannot stay out of trouble. Morale. Lefebvre. And the Paradise able to steal possession back and win a throw. A nice challenge right there. 43rd minute. Fort Lauderdale clinging on to that 1-0 lead. It's just a poor pass, and it falls right in the foot of Mane, who sets up Aravello, but he cannot get there in time. Camrath and Killstrom quick to cover that up. Two goals, you're never out of it, but when you have a keeper like Nigel Van Haveren, going down 2 goals is a dangerous game to play. More than it would normally already be. Hollenbach directing traffic. Plays it to the near side to Angel Velasquez. It's a throw. Here's Rojas. Falls to the foot of Christian Leon. The first time that Van Haveren has had to go to the ground tonight. Christian Leon, one of the few members of this Paradise squad who has played all 3 years with the team. Here's Hall. Already has 1 on the day. To Andres Morale. Lefebvre. Velas. Aravello was trying to get it to Hall. Sending up Patina. Has some space to send it in. And a nice block right there from Felipe Rojas. Can Fort Lauderdale double their lead before the break? Hall gets around the traffic jam. Awaiting the word of added time. Burlew sends it away. Appia will give chase. And a nice turn right there by Velasquez. Now Barnett. And it will be a foul and a free kick for the Paradise. Most likely looking at about 4+ minutes of added time. You might already see it on your screen. No word back to the box yet. Sent out for a throw. Four minutes of added time. Sent in and away. Michael Appia has it, but he gives it away. Now here's Owen Barnett. Barnett trying to squeeze by, but Ethan Shoemaker there again. And now it's sent long, and Logan Hall's on the run. Was trying to find Andres Morale, but not on the same pace at all. He has Angel Velasquez. Velasquez had so much room, it took him a while to get it there. Velasquez. A poor pass into Andres Ferrere. Might have actually been looking for Chris Solari there. So 2 minutes through our 4 minutes of added time. It's a nice job by Lucas Camerath. But Tina shuts down that opportunity. Fort Lauderdale dashing through, trying to squeeze it into Appia, and yet again another foul. Andres Ferrere cannot believe it. So a free kick here for Fort Lauderdale to possibly double their lead before the break. Such a strong first half, such a resilient side. A strong start to the season, a rough middle part. They end strong. And they are firing on all cylinders here in half number one. Logan Hall got a head on it. It's sent away. Appia will go retrieve. And they're going to have to send it back. And that will sound the halftime whistle. Fort Lauderdale United, off a second-minute goal from Logan Hall, has a 1-0 lead here on the road. And the Sarasota crowd letting the referees hear it. They do not like the officiating, but Fort Lauderdale will go into the break with all the momentum. They are one half away from finally getting the monkey of not beating Paradise off their back. 45 minutes to go from Fort Lauderdale booking their ticket to the round of 8. Welcome back on in. You are watching the USL2 playoffs on NBC Sports Engine, presented by Diamond Point Sports. It is a 1-0 lead for Fort Lauderdale at the break. The lone goal from Logan Hall in the 2nd minute of this game. Fort Lauderdale United had a very similar first half to what Sporting Jacksonville had against the Paradise on Friday night. Domination from start to finish. This time, though, the result is flipped. The Paradise weren't able to snag a late half goal, and they did concede one. Fort Lauderdale United is 45 minutes away from coming to Sarasota, winning 2 games against 2 top 10 teams in the country and advancing to the final 8 teams. The Paradise looking to stay unbeaten at home and move on to the final 8, but they will have their work cut out for them. They are going to have to score 1 goal to send this to extra time, 2 to win. Some substitutions did come on for the Paradise. It will be Kai Tamashiro, Romeo Dahlin, and Elias Kodry, who scored in the playoff game against Sporting Jacksonville. On for half number 2, off will be Chris Solari, Angel Velasquez. Christian Leon will also be stepping out, as that's who Romeo Dahlin will replace. "45 minutes away from a berth in the round of 8 and a chance to play for a conference finals." Poor touch right there from Owen Barnett in possession, won back by Andres Morale. Here's Michael Appia, a 3rd round pick by Inter Miami in the MLS Super Draft, trying to squeeze it in to Logan Hall. Logan Hall has flirted with the brace all night long. Good control right there from Andres Ferreira. Tamashiro, a fresh sub on. It'll find the foot of Elias Kodry. Sends it in, looking for Tamashiro. It finds Owen Barnett. But Barnett could not control the touch, and it jumps up in the air on him. And that should be a foul, and it will be. Matisse Lefebvre doesn't like it, but it will be a free kick for the Paradise. Rojas trying to squeeze it into the midfield, keeps it alive with Kodry. Tamashiro will win a corner for the Paradise. Tamashiro, an instant impact coming on. Tamashiro has had big moments with the Paradise. He scored the goal that won the Paradise their first ever South Florida Division title. Into the box, and it's 1-1! Romeo Dahlin comes in and ties this game! You want to talk about an instant impact player? And just like that, in the 48th minute, we are level and this crowd is alive. And now Fort Lauderdale has to regroup, a game that they dominated. And now this crowd is alive, and the Paradise have a sense of momentum, and it's taken away by Owen Barnett. You can feel it now. Fort Lauderdale has to not break here. And Elias Kodri called for the foul on Diego Velas. And are they going to pull out a yellow? They will. That is stunning. A yellow card for Elias Kodri. Don't know if he thought he was trying to delay it. Man, in a conference semifinal, a yellow card in that manner is one to be questioned. Sent in and takes a weird hop, but Jack Killstrom able to corral that one. What an action-packed first 5 minutes of half number 2. This has been one exciting pod. We had such a great opener between Fort Lauderdale and the Laredo Heat. A nice game between the Paradise and Sporting Jackson. This is setting up to be pure drama. Ferrere trying to control the captain of this Paradise team. A player that wants to be back, and they are going to get another foul on the Paradise here. This time on Kai Tamashiro. Velas trying to squeeze it into Patina. That's a nice play right there from the experienced Felipe Rojas. Probably has the most experience out of anybody on this team. Here's Diego Velas in the box. It's going to set up for the captain, Matisse Lefebvre, but he sends it well wide. Romeo Dahlin positions himself so nicely. Barnett trying to get it to Tamashiro, but leads him the wrong way. Tamashiro could have had a break. Instead, it might be Michael Appia down on the other end, but Andrew Hollenbach, no problem. A nice spin to get away from Appia. Elias Kodri. Can see Roberto Burlu on the far right side of your screen limping. Was down for a moment, but able to get back up and continue playing. A guy that the Paradise do not want to lose in such a pivotal match, in such a pivotal final 38 minutes. Romeo Dahlin, have yourself a day. The run is onside from Tamashiro. Tamashiro to Elias Kodri. Could not get the strike he wanted on it. It dribbles to Haveron. You can see the impact Romeo Dahlin and Kai Tamashiro have immediately made on the wings. Like a firework has just exploded. Michael Appia trying from distance. Shot denied off of Andrew Hollenbach. Lefebvre. Diego Velas. And Jack Killstrom goes down to the ground, and he is able to corral it, and it will be a foul, and it's a yellow card. It was a nice shot right there from Johan Aravello. You kind of saw Jack Killstrom bobbling it a little bit, was able to get it. Looks like he might have taken a shot to the face. They will get the goal scorer, Logan Hall, with the yellow. The first member of Fort Lauderdale in the book. This referee has no tolerance tonight. He has not been shy about pulling out cards or calling fouls. Here is Ethan Shoemaker. Barnett, again, just can't time the pass right. Owen Barnett, normally so crisp in the midfield. He has not been tonight. Not with the passes, and here's Romeo Dahl, and that was a wonderful play by Tamashiro to let it roll to him. Paradise continue to mount pressure. Here's Nathan Lamb, and Adrisa Mane will head that one away, and it will be a throw for the Paradise.
All right, fans, let's get it on here. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise.
Out for another Paradise throw. Rojas trying to get it into Ferreira. He can control so beautifully in the box. Can he win a corner? No, that's great defense right there from Shoemaker and Bettina. Rojas, a nice head. Wins possession back. Now Elias Kodri tries his luck from outside the box again. Scored a beauty from there on Friday's game. Appia to Aravello. Touch too strong and sent away for just a bit. Still with it now is Fort Lauderdale. They're setting up the captain, Matisse Lefebvre, into the middle. No foul call there. Lefebvre goes for goal, but Felipe Rojas there. Hall into the middle. Falls to the foot of Michael Appia. Appia left foot. Killstrom again, calm, cool, and collected. And Roberto Burlu, he was on the ground earlier, and he is in some pain. Just about 5-10 minutes ago, we saw the Paradise continue to play. He was able to hobble back up. We'll see if he is able to continue to play. If you are just joining us here in the 58th minute, you have missed an action-packed second half. Fort Lauderdale controlled the entire first half, went to the break with a 1-0 lead. The Paradise made substitutions. They put in Romeo Dahlin, Kai Tamashiro, and those two have made such an impact. It has been night and day. Also, Elias Kodri off the bench has been solid as well. Romeo Dahlin, the goal in the 48th minute. Paradise have been close to goal number 2 a couple of times. You see Javon Rodriguez close to your screen there, talking with head coach Marko Dakovic. That is a big void to fill in Roberto Burlu, especially dealing with one of the best left wingers in USL2 in Michael Appia. Again, Michael Appia, drafted by Inter Miami in the MLS Super Draft, round 3, pick 82. Just finished his time at Florida International University. 3 goals on the season. He learned to play soccer with an orange because back in his hometown in Ghana, they didn't have a soccer ball to play with. And he has turned that into what could be an MLS career one day. But for now, he's trying to get back into the scorecard for Fort Lauderdale United, who so desperately needs him now. Andres Ferreira. Slow pass eventually trickles down to Kodri. Kodri so quick with his feet. Not going to get to that in time. Hollenbach gave chase. And we have some substitutions lining up for Fort Lauderdale United. It is Alexander Champagne and Ronaldo Belgrove. Ronaldo Belgrove, the piece off the bench for this Fort Lauderdale side. He scored the game winner in extra time against Laredo. It was a beautiful goal at that. And now he will come on in, and could he possibly score 2 game-winning goals in back-to-back games to send his team to the final 8 teams and the South Conference Finals. We head to a water break here in the 61st minute in the land of paradise at the Premier Sports Campus. It is the paradise with a new sense of life. It's 1-1. Back to action here, but not before another stoppage. Camrath and Aravello must have been getting a little handsy. Falls to the foot of Matthias Lefebvre. Andrew Hollenbach, he has been so good at getting in front of those shots. There was Belgrove trying to make it 2 goals in 2 matches here in the playoffs. And that is out of play. Teetering that line, and it'll cost the Paradise possession. You see Michael Appia has made the switch to the right wing as Belgrove plays on the left wing. That's exactly what they did when Belgrove came in for extra time. And that's a nice turn. And here's a good opportunity. Champagne into the middle. It's going to set up for Batida, and that's a wonderful job by Lucas Camrath to clear the line. This back four so strong. Oh, what a move. Michael Lapia trying to get around. Felipe Rojas sticks his foot in there and sends it down the pitch for Andres Ferrere. Velas sends it into Belgrove. Belgrove, an acrobatic shot, but Jack Killstrom there to make the save. The Fort Lauderdale bench erupted off of their seats. Was trying to challenge Sergio Mesa for the best goal of this tournament. Belgrove right off the bench, an instant scoring impact. Here's Tamashiro taken down, and it will be a foul. A free kick here for Sarasota.
All right, fans, let's get it going here. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise.
Too Strong was trying to find Lucas Camrath. Michael Lapia, that's a wonderful touch. Felipe Rojas now retreating back. Fort Lauderdale with numbers. John Arvello completely whiffs on it. Had a really nice opportunity and had some space in the box. Ended up being more of a pass to Belgrove. Referees have Fort Lauderdale head back a little bit on the throw. Camrath going long, trying to find Kodri. It falls to his foot. Kodri is Ferrere onside. Shot is denied, and it is sent away. Another great opportunity here for the Paradise, who continue to knock on the door here in half number 2. Camrath, a strong touch. Appia almost able to take that one away. Dolan sticks with it. They'll play advantage, and now the foul will be called. They want to go quick. Ferrere trying to squeeze it back to the middle to Owen Barnett. A good idea to go quickly, but some good work from the Fort Lauderdale defense, and Andres Ferrere called for yet another foul. Marko Takovic's hands are on his head. He cannot believe it. Neither can Ferrere. Such an intense game between two in-division rivals. You knew this one was going to have fireworks, and that's a nice job by Lucas Camrath. And could that set up Kodri? Adrisa Mane Good hustle to get back and stop Kodri from turning nothing into something. How about that job by Andrew Hollenbach? And it will be a foul on Michael Appia. And they will get him in the book. And looked as if they pointed the card to Diego Velas instead. And that's who it is on. Diego Velas picks up a yellow. '70th minute here in Sarasota. A spot in the conference finals on the line. Owen Barnett again turns it over. He's been off the mark with his passes all night long. Matisse Lefebvre. Velas sends it in, and a poor header right there from Champagne. Paradise want to push with Ferrere. It falls to the foot of Kai Tamashiro, and he completely lost it. Tamashiro just could not control the touch, and now quickly Havering will throw it down the other end, and here's Ronaldo Belgrove. This is the exact spot where he scored that winner into Champagne. And that will be a handball. Another injury here for the Paradise. Looks like this might be Andrew Hollenbach down on the ground. We will await word. What a second half this has been. It has been fireworks from both sides. Multiple cards shown. Both benches are absolutely losing it after every call. You can feel the intensity. This is a chance to be elite and be in the Elite Eight. Who is gonna dig deep and come away with the win? Will we have a winner before we head to possible extra time? Fort Lauderdale has already played in one game that went to extra time. They were able to win that game 2-1 off that Ronaldo Belgrove game winner in the 94th minute. Tamashiro to Dolan. Tries to squeeze it into Owen Barnett. Was so close, but Lefebvre in the way. Now Champagne. Drops it off for Lefebvre. Now Belgrove. Hollenbach stands his ground. Into Champagne, twisting and turning. Javon Rodriguez was able to get a foot in there and send it away. Lefebvre to Joaquin Batina. It's going to be a corner. It deflects off of Kai Tamashiro. A great chance here in the 74th minute. One of the teams that the Paradise or Fort Lauderdale could play would be Vermont. In the Eastern Conference, they did win today as a nice clearance by the Paradise. Believe that might have been Thomas Shiro. A nice free kick for Fort Lauderdale. Trying to get it into Appia. Jack Killstrom had it, lost it, bounced on the ground, was able to fall back on top of it. He has been so good for the Paradise this season. They need him to be strong in these final 15. Possibly extra time as well. Adrisa Mane dancing with Ferrere. Appia. Bettina. Creates some space on Rojas. Sends it into Bellgrove. That's a nice shot by Kotri. Nathan Lamb now. Dolan, does he have a second? It is just wide. So close from Romeo Dolan. And we will head to a water break. Do not go anywhere. You are watching the South Conference semifinals here on NBC Sports Engine. We have a classic on our hands between two division rivals. Sarasota 1, Fort Lauderdale 1. Welcome back on in. It's a goal kick for Von Haveren. Romeo Dolan sent a shot just wide. Was looking for his second. Would have easily been cemented as tonight's hero for the Paradise. Someone is gonna be a hero tonight. One of these teams will advance to the final 8. Who will it be? A poor shot from Appia from distance. Appia uses his speed to retrieve that. Appia dancing, firing. Lucas Camrath puts a foot on it, and it is sent away. Tamashiro gets ahead on it. Ferrere controls. The leading goal scorer for the Paradise. Nathan Lamb was not onside with the run. Does not matter as it goes out of play. Playing to the far side, trying to find Belgrove. Hollenbach safely back to the keeper. Almost got the bounce they wanted. Felipe stands strong. And now here's Elias Kotri. Gets it pickpocketed away. That's wonderful defense from Diego Velas. Rojas again getting in the way of things, and now Romeo Dallin plays it far to Tamashiro. Tamashiro, 9 goals in his Paradise career. He has been looking for number 10 for a while. He was such a prolific goal scorer at home last season, still has not found the back of the net at home this year. A throw here for the Paradise in the 81st minute as we approach the 82nd. Falls to Owen Barnett. Now to Elias Kodri. Kodri! It is off the bar, and the rebound is off. And it's a Fort Lauderdale throw. What a job by Ethan Shoemaker to come in and win possession for Fort Lauderdale. Elias Kodri almost sent this crowd into a frenzy. It beats Von Haveren. Cannot stay low enough. Such wonderful curve on that shot. Felt like it hung in the air forever. So close to the Paradise having a 2-1 lead. Fort Lauderdale stays alive. Peter Catrozo has come on in for Fort Lauderdale for the final 8 minutes of regulation. We will await the word on stoppage time. Still just a little bit before that. Paradise have a throw. Nice job right there from Alexander Champagne to take that one away. He's been great off the bench for Fort Lauderdale in these 2 playoff games. Set long for Tamashiro. He wanted Andres Ferrere. Owen Barnett Tamashiro was not on the same page. Did not start that run. It's been a while since Fort Lauderdale has been able to generate a substantial amount of pressure. And that's a bad pass. And it's going to be a foul on the Paradise. Fort Lauderdale will have a free kick. A collision just shy of midfield. Two players down on the pitch. It looks to be Romeo Dahlin for the Paradise. And a yellow. We'll await confirmation that that is on Romeo Dahlin. Nathan Lamb also in the mix there. And it will be on Nathan Lamb, not Romeo Dahlin. So another member of the Paradise in the book tonight. Ethan Shoemaker with it to Bettina. That's a nice pass. Catrozo. Sent away. It is a corner kick in the 86th minute for Fort Lauderdale United. Can they take the lead? Fort Lauderdale adjusts their formation. Could they find a winner here? It is off the head of Michael Lapia and out of play for a goal kick. Camrath. A poor pass. Fort Lauderdale will retake possession. Tamashiro wide open. It falls to Belgrove. But Rojas able to send that one away. He'll just send it out of play to steer it clear from any danger. Matisse Lefebvre battling on that corner. Can he win a corner? And he will. '88th minute. Time winding down. Fort Lauderdale with so much pressure on right now. Bouncing around. And it finds Jack Killstrom easily. And he'll go quickly for Elias Kodry. That's a nice play by Ethan Shoemaker, who has been brilliant in the center back position tonight. Only his second start with Fort Lauderdale United. And Romeo Dahlin is taken down by Champagne, and it is a free kick. And they're going to get head coach Marko Dakovic for a yellow card. Well, you saw Marko Dakovic kind of gesturing that he should have held a yellow card for the previous foul. The referee laughs at him and says, take this. 89th minute, it's a free kick here for Elias Kodry in the Paradise. What drama we have unfolding here. Could it be a 90th minute game winner? Taken down. They can't believe it's not a penalty, but now Michael Appias giving chase, and it's numbers for Fort Lauderdale. Could this be the moment? Belgrove! It is! He's done it again! In the 90th minute, Ronaldo Belgrove has just won this game! If you do it once, why not again? The Paradise thought that it was going to be a penalty for them. Instead, it is Ronaldo Belgrove again who brings out the belt, just as he did against the Laredo Heat. There will be 6 minutes of stoppage time. The referee conferring with his partner right now. Waiting word from the official here to resume play. Looked as if a water bottle might have been thrown on the pitch. What drama. Ronaldo Belgrove again. He did it in extra time against the Laredo Heat. And now he does it against the Paradise in the 90th minute. Still awaiting word. There are 6 minutes of added time. We'll probably go to around the 98th minute now. Tamashiro sends it in and cleared away. This Fort Lauderdale side is just moments away from getting their revenge against the Paradise. The only team that they have not been able to beat this season. Can they hold strong for 5 minutes? Sent in, a good opportunity. Was trying to find Hollenbach on the far right. Romeo Dallin for Tamashiro. Now to Andres Ferreira. He wanted Rojas there, but he wasn't.
Let's get it going. Let's go, Paradise.
The Paradise in danger of dropping their first home game of the year. Camrath will send it in, and Von Haveren will drop down to the ground. He knows the game to play. wasting all the time that he can. It falls to Tamashiro. And it's taken away. That's wonderful defense by Ivan Arenas. Belgrove gives chase. Elias Kodri shakes away. They'll play advantage. And it is out for a throw. And now the tempers are flaring between Elias Kodri and Joaquin Bettina. Kodri, a nice move. It's a corner kick. Could we see some more late drama? Nathan Lamb joined the Paradise in game 12 of the season. Now has the biggest kick of the season for them. It falls to Elias Kodri in his favorite spot on the pitch. And it goes wide. One minute remaining of the original stoppage time. However, they did not kick off till about the 92nd minute due to the official stoppage. We will see how much is actually awarded. Tamashiro is onside. Was behind Adrisa Mane. Tamashiro. Ferrere trying the bicycle. It falls to Nathan Lamb. Still alive. Felipe Rojas now. Sent out by Mane. Von Haveren secures it. And that might be it. Will the whistle sound, or will we have a couple more minutes? Well, Fort Lauderdale's on the run now. Maybe they can add an extra. Cotrozo. He'll take it to the corner. He's in no rush to get a goal here. Belgrove. Rojas wins it back. This might be the final chance for the Paradise. Ronaldo Belgrove is the moment. Paradise have to move quickly. The Fort Lauderdale bench is just waiting to explode. Belgrove dumps it off for Diego Velas. Now back to Belgrove. And it will go out for a throw. They most likely are adding those extra 2 minutes. It's into Nathan Lamb. And a poor pass. He gives it away to Diego Velas. And here comes Fort Lauderdale. A good chance. And it is saved. It will be a corner. But the Paradise can sense their reality now. And so can Fort Lauderdale. Diego Velas hangs on the corner, and they're going to give it away. Thomas Shirl the spin. Maybe one last chance. Kodri on the run. Is this the moment? The whistle sounds Fort Lauderdale. Or is it? It's a red card on Andres Ferreira. The game is not over yet, but a red on Andres Ferreira. It spills it out. And now they celebrate. Oh, and the head coach is getting into it. You can feel this division class. And Elias Coldry, my word, he just hit the coach. We're going to have a brawl in paradise. Oh, word. The drama, the theater. Welcome to soccer. You saw Elias Coldry give a huge bump to the head coach. Knocked him back a little bit. And now head coach Marko Dakovic getting into it. What a game. It's again Ronaldo Belgrove with the late winner Javon Rodriguez with words for the officials. The Paradise thought they should have had a penalty. Instead, it is Fort Lauderdale United who goes on the counterattack and takes the win over Sarasota and finally avenges their 2 losses. What an ending. The final ever USL 2 game for the Sarasota Paradise before they head up to USL 1. And Fort Lauderdale United continues dancing, and they will play in the South Conference Finals on Friday, July 25th. What a game, what a match, what great battles between these 2 teams all season. What a pod between Fort Lauderdale's late winner against Laredo, and now this. What did it not bring? My name's Addison Resco. Thanks so much for joining us here all season on Diamond Point Sports. It is a 2-1 win for Fort Lauderdale United on the road in Sarasota.